So breaking news from Ottawa, Attawapiskat Chief Teresa Spence says she will not be part of the talks this Friday with the Prime Minister. Hannah Thibodeau's following this story from our Ottawa bureau. So what is the latest in this situation, Hannah?
Right. So the release just came from Chief Teresa Spence, her press person. And in this release, she says she won't be attending this meeting on Friday with the Prime Minister. The reason for that is yesterday, Governor General David Johnston announced he wouldn't attend the meeting because he said this was a working policy meeting. He felt he didn't have to be at this meeting. So now she's saying she's pulling out of that meeting on Friday. She also goes on to say, and let me just read you a little bit of this press release. She goes on to say that Canada is not acting in good faith and has set the tone this past week by releasing their approved audit through Northern and Indian Affairs Canada, and now the Governor General's absence at this critical meeting. This is a time of crisis, and this government of the day is not taking Indigenous people's concerns seriously. And when she's referring to that audit, Reshmi, what she's talking about is earlier this week there was an audit that was leaked to the media, and in this audit it was taking a look at the more than $100 million that was spent in Attawapiskat, and the federal government wanted an audit done on this money that had been spent between the years of 2005 and 2011 to see if it was spent properly on things like housing, education, sewer. And what this audit found was that there was little or no documentation for millions of dollars spent by the band. The response from her spokesperson at the time was essentially saying that this was to discredit Chief Teresa Spence and her hunger strike, which does continue on Victoria Island. And they're saying that the audit was wrong, but wouldn't say exactly how the audit was wrong, but said that they would clarify that at the meeting on Friday. So now she's not attending the meeting on Friday with Prime Minister Stephen Harper, and also goes on to say they've sent a letter to Buckingham Palace requesting that the Queen send forth her representative, which is the Governor General of Canada. So also putting pressure directly on the Queen to send the representative to these talks.
Okay, but if Chief Teresa Spence was on this hunger strike to have this meeting and now she's not going to attend, does that mean that this meeting is canceled?
Well, that's the big question. And in between, I've been putting in a lot of phone calls to see if the national chief at Leo would still be attending this meeting, the AFN chief. I haven't received a response back yet from him. I've also contacted the Prime Minister's office to see what happens at this from this point on. As well, I've contacted the Governor General to see if he would reconsider now, considering the circumstances that she's pulling out of this meeting because he isn't attending. Still haven't received responses on those, but I'll bring them to you as soon as I get them.